Oh, we're live. Hi guys, how we doing? RIB, Robert Ian Bonnick, inspirational speaker, inspirational coach and author of this book, Soul Survivor, How an Abandoned Child Went From Nothing to Everything. Today we're going to talk about flow of consciousness writing. Flow of consciousness writing, the key to writing your book fast. So that's the reason why I'm in bed, right? More coming with that one. Remember, guys. Share. If you're loving this content, if you're getting inspired by it, if it's making you laugh, making you smile, pass it on. Share it with someone who's either stuck writing a book, who wants to write a book, or is just like in two minds about writing a book. This will push them across the line. We need more books. We need more stories. We need more positive messages of change out there in the universe. And this course, this whole online system, this whole free content, what you're watching right now, this is how we're doing it, right? This is how we're giving people the methodology to make it work really, really simple. Okay, now let's get on to today. So flow of consciousness writing. Now the reason why I'm here in bed is because, for me, flow of consciousness writing is best done straight out of bed. All right, that's a little pro tip. Straight out of bed. Why? Because your brain, we've been seeding your brain over this last period of time with everything that you need, right? We've spoken about the title of your book. We've spoken about the contents page of your book. We've spoken about the book summary on the back. We've spoken about the chapters in your book, right? We've spoken about each chapter divided into 2 or 3 different points. We've spoken about the stories that we attach to each one of those points, or maybe 2 stories, 3 points. Right? We've spoken about the emotion that we use to summarize, right, that chapter. Now, all of this is seeding our subconscious mind. All of this is seeding our RAS, reticular activating system. Check a previous episode if you don't know what that is, right? Reticular activating system, we've been seeding it, right? So now we're on to flow of consciousness writing. So now this is the execution of the plan. So how do we do that? Okay, good question. So what we do is that, and I'll do a bonus meditation one as well that will really help me to get that stuff down as well. So what we do is that, we can come straight out of bed. We wake up in that mood. That mood could be happiness, sadness, joy, tiredness, right? Whatever mood we wake up with. Now, we write our book, not chapter by chapter. We write our book, right, in the order of the emotions that are coming up. So say, for example, I wrote, I wake up and I'm feeling a bit sad today, right? I'm feeling sad. So maybe I wake up out of bed like, feeling a bit sad. So what I would do is I won't try and shift that sadness, right? What I'll do is that I'll get up, maybe I'll go to the toilet or something, right? Maybe brush my teeth, right? I'll get up and then I'll make my way over here. Okay, now here, as you can see, my computer, my book, right? This is how I love to write. Lots of writing in there. I can get out my pen like this, and then what happens is either using the computer or pen and a piece of paper. I then start to write. Now, with flow of consciousness writing, for those of you who've done things like the artist's way and that type of thing, you'll know exactly how this works. For those of you who haven't, how this works is that, we've primed your brain, okay? So it knows what to write. That's the good news. Now, the other news is that when you sit down, quite often that first couple of minutes might be a bit of garbage. You might be writing about, something that you're dreaming about, maybe, it might be something sad, we're on sadness. But what it's doing is it's just clearing out of your brain the kind of garbage, the first bit that you often will throw away. After that period of time, could be 30 seconds, could be a few minutes. After a period of time, then you'll get into the body of what you're writing. And as I mentioned before, you already know what to write because we've been through this. You've already primed your brain. And then what we do is that we write, but we don't edit as we write. We just write. Okay, what comes up, what comes to us. And again, we already know that the 2 or 3 points we want to mention in that chapter. We already know the 2 or 3 stories that we're going to add to that chapter. We already know what the overarching emotion is of that chapter. right? So now all that's left for us to do is just to write it. And what happens is that I sometimes in the beginning, I might put a timer on my mobile or something, 45 minutes to an hour. So then I know, what that feels like in time, right? And then what I'll do is I'll just write it all. And I won't edit as I write. Very important. I do not edit as I write. I just write. Really important, okay? And then what happens is that after that 45 minutes to an hour, it's kind of like waking up out of a dream. That's why you come from bed to here. I find it really powerful. And having written it, you'll just put it away. If you've written it on a mobile phone like I did, right, then you'll send it to a Gmail account or you'll put it on Google Sheets, Google Docs, something like that. If you're writing it in a book, then you just close that book. Now, what we're doing here, remember, is that we're just writing. We're not doing anything else. We're just writing. So we're not editing. We're not trying to make ourselves, appear more or less than what we feel at that time. We just literally write. Okay? So that's flow of consciousness writing. All right? Cool. Now, if you need any help with this, remember, just reach out to me. You have my details already, and we can go into a little bit more detail. Now, what we have coming up for the next section is that we're going to talk about your workstation or where you're going to write, Where does that be? What does it look like? What do you need to have, right? How often do you need to have this space? What kind of space does it need to be? This is very important because you want to get into a regularity. You want to get into like a routine as such, right? This will help your brain download. This will help your subconscious mind download. This will also help your RAS download as well, and they're all connected. All right. So we'll deal with that in the next one. That's the upcoming one. Now remember, if you haven't done already, so join our Facebook group, okay? It's out there, Turn Your Story into a Book. Make sure you join that. We've got all the things in there that you need. We've got cheat sheets. We've got discovery calls with me as well. They're all bonuses which are included. You just need to reach out to me, all right? Reach out to me and we'll get those ones done. All right, guys, that's it for this session. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye for now.